Kia ora, this program is brought to you by Wellington Access Radio. Wellington Access Radio, make your voice heard.
Welcome to Terry's Songwriter Show. This week on the show we have Jimmy Mckean about to perform his first song, She Slapped Me.
Carrying sleeps as the world spins round. She knows she's got my head in the clouds, and my feet don't touch the ground like I know they should. I watch her as she turns its eyes. I brush the hair back from her eyes. I run my hands across her thighs just to see what she will do. And then she slaps me just like she can. She says to me I'm such a naughty man. And then she looks at me like an angel can and falls back in my arms. Yeah, she slapped me once again. I asked her why, she said because I can. And then she looks at me like an angel can and falls back into my arms. She gets up with a yawn, grabs my t-shirt and she puts it on. And I'm left here all nice and warm as she walks out of the room. She turns back and gives a smile and heads to the shower and she turns the dial. And I listen to her for a while, just imagining the view. And then she slaps me just like she can. She says to me I'm such a naughty man. And then she looks at me like an angel can and falls back in my arms. Yeah, she slapped me once again. So I asked her why, she said because I can. And then she looks at me like an angel can and falls back into my arms. Into my arms. Now she's sitting there, so serene. I've given her a coffee and a magazine, and I'm lying here in a dream, shining like a star. And I don't want to cause a chain reaction, but buddy, I'm feeling like a little action. So I slide up to her, just a fraction, but I know I've gone a little too far. And then she slaps me just like she can. She says to me I'm such a naughty man. And then she looks at me like an angel can and falls back in my arms. Yeah, she slapped me once again. So I asked her why, she said because I can. And then she looks at me like an angel can and falls back. And then she slaps me just like she can. She says to me I'm such a naughty man. And then she looks at me like an angel can. Yeah, she slapped me once again. So I asked her why, she said because I can. And then she looks at me like an angel can and falls back into my arms.
Jimmy Mckean, well, She Slapped Me. I'm with me on the show today, so thank you, Jimmy, for coming in today's show.
No problem, Terry. Thanks very much for having me.
My pleasure to have you on board, mate. So tell me, how long have you been a songwriter now?
Oh, how old am I? 43. Oh, probably 15 years.
15 years?
Yeah, been writing for a long time. Had a few stops in between.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, always had music in the family, always had guitars playing, pianos playing, you name it.
Oh, fantastic. So you've been songwriting for about 15 years. That's been really great.
Yeah.
Really great indeed. And what really inspires you to write some songs?
Everything, really. TV, personal experiences, as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Watching other people's blunders as well.
Okay.
Yeah, everything, really. I've got two younger brothers, so there's always information and ideas coming to me watching them as well. And,
mm-hmm.
and nephews and grandkids and things like that. So.
Ah. Okay, well, that's interesting. So you sort of write when it comes to you, so to speak, when you watch TV and watching all those blunders.
Yeah. Sometimes I have nothing for a while, and then all of a sudden I'll just sit down and write something. That's the song that just played, She Slapped Me. My girlfriend, she'd come home with a new mini skirt, and she's not one for wearing skirts. And every time I touched her or went to grab her, she would slap my hand and say, "Get away, you naughty man." And that's where that song came from.
Okay.
Went to bed, woke up in the morning, had a cup of coffee, and it was just going through my head, and so wrote it down, and that's the end result. So.
Right. I see.
There was no men hurt in the video or the music, I'd like to say as well.
Oh, that's all right. Then. No problem there. So, yeah, okay, fair enough indeed. So, yeah. Okay, we'll go to your second number now, which is called Beautiful Day. And what's the reason behind this song?
That was another one. I just woke up in the morning. I live in Petone down by the beach there, and just opened up the ranch slider. It was a beautiful day, and was just sitting there having a coffee and started thinking of things. And before you know it, the rhythm comes and the words come, and you got yourself another song. So it was all about enjoying the day and having fun and getting out there.
Fantastic. Well, without further ado, let's take it away. Jimmy Mckean with Beautiful Day, and yeah, very interesting song there, just talking about, but sitting on a beachside, having a beach, having a coffee and something like that,
Yeah.
It's great.
Just relaxing and enjoy the day.
Nothing like it at all.
Yeah, exactly, especially in Wellington.
Oh yes, absolutely indeed. Nothing like old Wellywood or Wellington or something like that when you put it right there. Okay, so who are your musical influences there, Jimmy?
Listen to a lot of Bob Dylan, Tom Petty, But then we also got my dad's side, which I also enjoy, is Frank Sinatra, Bing Crosby, Nat King Cole.
Okay.
So, all different influences there. And it really depends on who I'm listening to at the time and what my songs kind of sound like. I did a recording once, and the engineer says, "Who have you been listening to lately?" And I says, "Why?" And he says, "Who have you been listening to?" And I said, "Bryan Adams." And he goes, "Yeah, I thought so." And I said, "Well, why is that?" And he said, "You're starting to sing with a Canadian accent." So I started to pick up all these accents for the different people I was listening to. So I've got to be careful on some of the stuff I'm listening to.
Yeah, it's something like really. It's quite good. Well, it sounded like you got some good range of influences there, like as well. So particularly Bob Dylan, Tom Petty, and of course from your dad's side, listen to Frank Sinatra, Nat King Cole, the old crooners, they call it something like that. So great stuff indeed. So And do you have any CDs out? Where can people listen out for your music? Can they find you on the internet anywhere?
They can. They can see me on YouTube. And it's under Jimmy Mckean, the digit one, not written one. That's all one word. And there's 5 songs on there at the moment, which we've also made videos for as well, which was a lot of fun and hard work. But all done on a very low budget, but the response has been great. We've enjoyed doing it, even falling over chords, and we just recorded with the Slap Me song. I brought my girlfriend into, because the video is actually behind her eyes, seeing me. And if you can imagine this without having a camcorder, of a person standing there with a laptop at eye view, trying to do all these things, walking around the house with a laptop. So we were tripping over extension cords. The mouse went into the shower about 4 times. But we've made a great blooper one, so that might have to be a new song. I think we'll have to put all the bloopers together and put it on YouTube. But it's been a lot of fun, and that's what it's all about.
Oh, fantastic! That's really good to do, despite all tripping over those chords or something like that.
Yeah, it's all part of it, eh?
Yeah, sure, that's right indeed. So just quite good this. So Okay, well, there you have it, listeners. Look up this gentleman at Jimmy Mckean Digit 1 on YouTube, and it's going to be a good one. Check out his videos, and it should be really quite good. And as for his recording stuff, well, fantastic, as I may say so.
Cheers, mate. Cheers.
Fantastic, it was great. Okay, we'll go to your third one, which is called Rose-Coloured Spectacles, and can you tell me what that song's all about?
Yeah, that one's all about people that are having so much trouble in their life. All they need to do is sit back, put rose-coloured spectacles on, and just relax and enjoy the day.
Oh, fair enough, too.
Easy and simple,
Simple, easy as that,
Yeah, put on some good music and listen to it.
Fantastic, that would be quite good. It sounds like a good range of rose-coloured spectacles or something like that. Well, guess without further ado, let's take it away.
A simple day in a simple way. Simply sit and watch things go by. I want a simple wife for my simple life, and we simply see things eye to eye. Would you like to share the simple day so free? Wear your rose-colored spectacles like me. La 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 la. La 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 la. Anywhere I want to simply sit under the sun. I want a simple friend right up to the end, 'cause it's simply nice to need someone Would you like to share the simple days so free? Wear your rose-colored spectacles like me. La 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 la. La 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 la. Would you like to share the simple days so free? Wear your rose-colored spectacles like me. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Jimmy Mckean with rose-coloured spectacles, and once again, a very interesting song indeed. You know, putting about some good pair of shades on or something like that.
Yep.
So you go,
You can't
something
beat
like
it.
that. No, definitely not. Very good indeed. So yes, once again, yeah, fantastic.
Another tick.
Oh yes, indeed. So, have you been involved in any bands or anything like that?
I used to play in a few bands way back in the day. My younger brother, he was in a two-piece band, and I used to help set the gear up for them because we lived very close to the place that they used to play in, Lower Hutt Motoring. And I used to set the gear up and then wait till 12 o'clock and unpack it for them. I was their little roadie, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then Darren said to me, he says, "Oh, come on, get up on stage and play with us." So after a couple of nights, I thought, yeah, why not? So we got up there and started playing. So we started doing more gigs around the place, the three of us, and had good three-part harmonies going, and it was good.
Fantastic.
And then got into an Irish band for a little while there.
Mm-hmm.
But I was going through too many guitar strings. I was breaking them all the time. I couldn't work out why. I was strumming wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, so I thought you might be a heavy player or something.
No, nothing like that. No, I just wasn't
Okay.
used to playing rhythm guitar that fast before, so I was going
see.
through strings quite a bit.
Okay.
But yeah. But then work and everything else that comes along, and you bypass things for a little while.
That's right. And have you considered, would you like to do any touring? Have you done a bit of that?
I've done no touring at all. Kind of getting back into music again, I went through a period that I didn't do anything for a long time. Mm-hmm. Just different commitments and just didn't happen. And then I spent 2 weeks in coronary care with heart failure, kidney failure and liver failure.
Oh.
So you kind of, at 41 years old, you kind of come out of that thinking, I'm too young for that. And,
Right.
Things start changing. You think a little bit more clear and you slow down a bit.
Yeah.
So in that happening, I had a lot of time on my hands, and that's when we got back into the recording and writing more.
Right.
Which has been great, and of course the digital equipment and that, now you can do it all at home, and all these recordings were recorded in my lounge. So
Great.
So I'm pleased with them.
Oh, yeah, it came out good really too, I must admit. It's
great,
good.
cheers.
Indeed, so yeah. All right, we'll go to your fourth one, which is called The Way Things Go, and I know how life goes or something like that, but is that what it's all about?
That's what it's all about, yeah. This is the other side of the songs that we've been playing already. You know, we've all been there where we thought we had something special and it just wasn't to be, but as you'll hear in the last verse, there's always a silver lining.
Yes, and
you always come out all right in the end.
Okay, well, I guess without further ado, well, let's take it away.
Don't say nothing if a tear it could bring. Don't say a word, we'll just call it a fling again. Oh, here I go again. Is it true that love is so blind? Yeah, just you go and leave me behind again, on my own again. But I thought we had something and I thought it was strong. I thought it was love, but I guess I was wrong. All I got left is this silly song, you know. It's just the way things go. Think I'll go for a walk down to the park. Probably keep going till way after dark again. I'm on the road again. Everyone I meet seems to have someone, 'cause traveling alone just ain't no fun again. God, I need a friend. But I thought we had something and I thought it was strong. I thought it was love, but I guess I was wrong. All I got left is this silly song, you know. And I'm so low I could fall through the floor. It doesn't really matter about the key to my door. You're taking my heart, there ain't nothing more, you know. It's just the way things go. Something and I thought it was strong. I thought it was love, but I guess I was wrong. All I got left is this silly song, you know. But I know there's someone out there with charm and wit, somebody to love whose face will fit. There's got to be a girl needing a lunatic, you know. It's just the way things go.
Jimmy Mckean with The Way Things Go, and once again, Emerging Song indeed, talking about the facts of life or something like that.
Yeah,
you know,
the other side of the coin.
The other side of the coin, yes, indeed. Really great. So, you got back to music recently, so what are your future plans? Where do you see yourself go from here?
I don't actually look too far ahead, Terry.
Oh, okay.
Everyday breathing is pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Especially after spending time in hospital.
Right.
As I say, when I was younger, I wanted to do all this thing, but it was all for stardom and things like that. Well, things have all changed now, you know, a little bit older, a little bit wiser.
Yep.
And now I'm kind of doing it for the love of it, you know, and before, if I'd get the opportunity to come in here, I probably wouldn't have taken it, you know, but now with things different, why not? You know, you got to give it a go, and you got to enjoy yourself, and if you can make other people sit and listen to a song and put a smile on their face, it's awesome.
Yeah,
you know? And that's really, I'd like to do gigs and things around. And my younger brother, he's moving back from Nelson, and we used to, as I said before, used to play a lot together.
Yeah,
and he's interested in doing some stuff when we come back. So. We might get a little band together or do it just as a two-piece and just do some gigs around the place and see how things go there.
Fantastic.
There's always something in the pipeline, you just whether you run with it or not, you know.
Okay. Fantastic indeed. Well, I wish you all the best of luck, my friends.
Thank you very
it'll be quite
much.
good. So, okay, we'll go into your final original now called Cinnamon Child, and that's the reason behind this song.
This was a funny one. I was writing a song just not for anyone or for any purpose, and an ex-girlfriend came back over to visit and brought her daughter with her whilst I was working on the song, and she said, the daughter wanted to see what she sounded like singing. So I said, well, would you like to do a backing vocal? And she goes, yeah. So I ended up changing a few words and things in the song, and she was wrapped with the result. And another friend of mine that I didn't realise played guitar, electric guitar. was speaking to me, and I said, would you like to try doing the electric guitar on the song that I'm working on? He goes, yeah, I'd love to. So it was a collaboration of quite a few people on this one, but I was really pleased on how it came out. And, again, slightly different to the other songs as well. So
Great.
Always trying to do different stuff.
Oh, yes, absolutely. It's quite good indeed. So, yes, when you put it like that. Yeah, great. Okay, so once again, Jimmy, thank you very much for coming on board the show.
Thank you very much for having me, Terry. It's been great.
My pleasure to have you on board. This is Terry Shaw and Terry's Songwriters Show. Cheers more songwriters, but for me, it's goodbye for now. This program is proudly sponsored by the Wellington Communities Trust and the Wellington City Council Arts Scheme. So here's Jimmy Mckean with Cinnamon Child.
Take out your dress, let me see the sunshine. And I've ever found this moment to share the space of time. Don't think of the past, don't look too far ahead. And if you really need to close your eyes, just lay back on my bed.
That program was brought to you by Wellington Access Radio. Get your voice heard.